Welcome everybody, today we're going to be discussing a new cipher that was solved inside the Giant. Yes, you heard me correctly, one of the ciphers in the Giant have been solved. It's just great news for that, and it's just absolutely amazing how it reads. But before we get into it, I want to say that I cannot find the original guy who solved it, but if I do, I'll have him linked down in the description right away. Also, this actually was solved like 5-6 days ago, and it completely went under my radar. I missed the thing completely, so I do apologize for uploading this kind of late, but I just wanted to get this done. So without further delay, let's get into this. Now I want to read for you guys right away, and it reads, "When finished, we will return to the house and the infinite." Now this may seem disappointing at first glance, but this is really interesting. I'll tell you another thing I think about it at the end, but before we actually start breaking this down, I want to mention the other ciphers that have been solved inside the Giant, because there's 5 ciphers in total. There was 2 other ones, and now this one, so we still have 2 that have not been solved, and we have solved 3 of them. Let me just read the other ones off for you. One of them reads, "In a cell below the waves, honor suffers." Now this one obviously applies to Zetsubou no Shima, and the other one says, "The mountain must be searched for the frozen one." And of course this one applied to Drake. So these ciphers seem like they're applying to future DLC, so this is really cool. So this one we have solved now probably is going to apply to our future DLC, but looking at the wording, it does not sound like it's going to be DLC 3, because DLC 3 is probably going to be in Stalingrad, and it's just going to be a Nikolai related map, and this is talking about the house and just not Nikolai at all, so I'm pretty sure this is for DLC 4. This just makes me so happy that we're finally getting DLC 4 information. We have nothing besides this that I know of, and we are finally getting something. Now let's actually get into the breakdown of this. So the one part specifically is when it says, "We will return to the house." Now the house is probably going to be the house from the Origins cutscene, possibly the one from the Shadows of Evil scrap papers. Look at the wording. It says, "We will return to the house." This is talking about multiple people, because this is "we," and these people have actually been to the house before, because it's saying they are going to return to the house. They're not going to the house, they're not traveling to the house, they are going to return to the house. But who could these people be? It could be saying our 4 characters, but it doesn't make sense, because from what we know, our characters have never been to this house. It is possible that Richtofen and Maxis have, because we do hear Maxis inside the Origins cutscene actually talking in there, and Richtofen, that just might be a weird version of Richtofen as Eddie. And that could be what they mean by "we," and he's just talking about Richtofen and Maxis. But if it's not, it could mean that our characters have been to this house before, so it's really cool. Now, as for the house inside this, I didn't mention a while ago, but the house, you have to remember, these other ciphers inside the map have been relating to future DLCs. And if it is saying this, then what if it's saying the house is actually DLC 4? Now, this would be really cool, but I don't see how you can be fighting zombies in a house. It just doesn't make that much sense to me. I just get a Sarge War feeling when I just think of that. I don't know though. But anyways, tell me what you guys think about that house, or you think this is going to be something else or something like that. But I want to talk about at the end, and it says at the end it says "and the infinite." So let me just read the whole thing. When finished, we will return to the house and the infinite. So what could this infinite possibly be? Maybe infinite warfare? I'm just kidding, okay. No, but let's be serious. Now, what could the infinite mean? I am drawing blanks here. I don't know what it can mean by the infinite, but there's actually a really, really cool idea that is going around. Because like I said a while ago, there are 5 ciphers inside the Giant. And if that's true, that we are going to be, that there are hints of future DLCs, we have DLC 1, DLC 2, DLC 3, and then we have DLC 4, but with the last one, now people don't say DLC 5, I don't believe that's the case, but what it could be it's saying is that maybe this is a continuation of this cipher into the next one, which would be really, really cool, because this does seem like an improper sentence, because "and the infinite, yeah, you continue after that." But it's just really cool. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think one other cipher, one of the last 2 ciphers, is going to be a continuation of this cipher? and the other one's going to be DLC 3, obviously, which I really hope we solve before DLC 3 comes out. I don't know, it's just really cool. I'm so happy we are actually getting DLC 4 information. Anyways, if you guys like the video, go ahead and like, and if you guys want to stay tuned for more zombies, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on my next video.